Also, album format, singer-songwriter stuff too. But in this case, this is a lot of stuff that I enjoy working with. Everything from a little bit of EDM and glitch type stuff to just some original, whatever you want to call it. Who knows? Beats by Michael Angel. So I cover a wide range of stuff, but this is some fun things, I think, to show an example of what the Mel can do. Good old Melbourne. So should have the right thing over here. That's me trying to set up the streaming. Here we go. So the CDSoundMaster.com, Melbourne Classic Console audio samples. So you'll see all these here, and just as an example, you'll notice if I click this, it loads up like this. And I'm going to make sure that I'm getting sound. So while this is going, here we go. So the CDSoundMaster.com, Melbourne Classic Console, Melbourne. Fun stuff. Audio samples. So you'll see all these here, and just as an example, it loads up like this. And I'm going to make sure that I'm getting sound. So while this is going, here we go. So fun stuff. Alright, so we're good. Wasn't that fun? Alright, so if you load up the audio samples, you'll get this as a before and after. Some of them have more than one, sometimes two or three. So what I've done is I've loaded these up, and let me make sure that looks right. Yep. So I've loaded these up in playback so you can see the visuals, and I can kind of walk you through what's going on here. So here's the original for one of the songs. All these are the ones that are on the list on the website, so you can listen to them, download them, and do what you want with them. So here's before, here's with nothing done to it. And these are mixes. They're before the final masters that I've done, so that you're getting the raw tracks blended together. And I actually have the sessions, for the different stuff. So I'm going to go through all this stuff in depth, one song at a time, one video at a time. So that's why this is the overview. So this gives me the Mel using the channel 1 microphone 1 setting, which is the quietest mic setting without any pad. And it's kind of fun to look at the visuals. You'll see that it definitely keeps the natural waveform shape. And I've sent the console just very light from the channel 1 mic level to the tape and back. So you're actually getting two instances of the Mel and just a very small amount of tape. You can see that there's very little change to the waveforms. Maybe it's a little bit difficult to see that far of a distance to it. But whenever there's more than just one before or after, I like to hit it back through the console again and through tape once again, as if it were going out to the mains, that kind of thing. So you can see that I intentionally kind of fatten it up a little bit as if I was using it for master. No other effects, no EQ, especially no compression, especially it's the raw tracks. Of course, there may have been some enhancements to some of the tracks while I was working on them, sub-mixing, pre-editing, that kind of stuff. But for the purpose of this, as far as dry, is the raw source files, nothing but Mel going to tape and back from tape going on here. So the third of it usually is kind of like saying, look how close to going from a final mix to even like a slightly heavier saturation, a little bit bigger, puffier, rounder sound, everything that you expect the console and tape combination to be. So let's just listen to this part dry. Okay, so the real before after you're going to get without me talking, so I'm just going to bounce from here to the same place here to the same place here. So just watch and listen, you'll notice the differences. And like I said, if you're not getting the best sound in the video format, you can always, I give you permission to download these for the purpose of listening on your best headphones or in your studio, but you cannot do things with them. Don't steal the songs, don't be bad. So here's the back and forth. I immediately noticed just a little bit of a glue in the low mids, kind of grouping the bass and the bass drum, and I definitely hear it in the forwardness of the guitar, just in that little bit of change there. You should notice a profound difference. This is, once again, using the mic 1 setting and hitting it to tape a second time. You can see the saturation builds up a little at a time. So you want it subtle, you got subtle. If you don't want as subtle, it's just kind of the perfect combination. I'm using Tape Booster Plus for the tape, by the way, and you should too. So you write me when you get your discount for the Melbourn, and if you don't already have Tape Booster Plus, you have to have it. You have to, but I'm not going to go all salesmanly on you. I will do you a special combo discount for that. Just send us an email. So hopefully that comes through pretty well. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm actually going to break this up into one other